The summit, organized by the Crude Oil Refinery Owners Association of Nigeria, CORAN, under the theme Making Nigeria a Net Exporter of Petroleum Products, sought to revitalize the nation's refineries, promote the adoption of advanced technologies, enhance local content, and align with global best practices. This initiative represents a significant step towards meeting domestic demand and establishing Nigeria as a prominent exporter of petroleum products.
The issue of crude supply, you could see that Nigeria's capacity has gone down from what it used to be, about 2.3 million barrels per day. We've gone down to like 1.4 million barrels per day. And aside from that, some of the crude has been pledged for certain loans that have been taken, before now. So the challenge now is, do we really have the crude on ground to be able to give these refineries? So the NUPRC has risen up to the occasion by doing everything possible to ensure that all those shut down wells, there are some wells that have been shut down that were producing, but they were shut down for one reason or the other.
The CORAN Summit, as we call it, the first CORAN Summit, is actually a platform for us to be able to collaborate with the upstream and the downstream marketers of petroleum products to ensure that the value chain of the oil and gas industry is totally captured. As refiners, we have identified that there will be no need for the upstream without refineries, whether in Nigeria or anywhere in the world.
Experts from the industry, along with policymakers and investors, convened to discuss and address the challenges and opportunities in the country's pursuit of energy sufficiency.
To grab this opportunity, we will need to build 1.5 million barrels per day of refining capacity or additional refining capacity, as this has been mentioned. This will not be an easy feat, and strong support from government and cooperation and collaboration between stakeholders will be absolutely essential. We built the Dangote refinery without a single incentive from the government. However, to achieve the vision of turning Nigeria into a refining hub for the region, investors need to be incentivized.
We've had some public disagreements within our industry, and we don't think they served us well. We must refocus our shared responsibility to the Nigerian consumer and work together to enhance our industry's reputation.
In her remarks, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment stressed that relying on imports to meet the nation's domestic needs is no longer sustainable.
Nigeria is blessed with abundant crude oil reserves and has been a major player in the global market for decades. However, the time has come for us to rethink our approach, to shift from being primary to exporter of crude oil to becoming a leader in petroleum refining.
Nigeria, despite being Africa's largest producer of crude oil, still grapples with the paradox of exporting crude oil and importing petroleum products into the country, which is why at this summit today, organized by the Crude Oil Refineries Owners Association of Nigeria, CORAN, some challenges responsible for this have been identified, to include the lack of functional refineries and also the sale of the product to local refineries in dollars. It is hoped that with all of the conversations that have been had here today, that practical solutions will be actioned to make Nigeria indeed an exporter of petroleum products. Omobolanle Adeshui, Arise News, Lagos.